Wonderful good morning, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to our Forex morning call. It's me, Marcus, from DowHow Trading. I'm really happy that we can talk about today about trading and new trading ideas and about the running trades, about the focus charts. Today is Wednesday, 27. Very important day. We will see why in a couple of minutes. I hope you're doing good and you had a great start into your own trading day, business day, family day, whatever your job is around, beside of trading, by the way, because you should be aware that there are much more important things than trading. So I hope you can have a grateful or a wonderful day today. And before we start, of course, I have my special quote of the day for you today. It comes from Christopher Kalb from the University of Chicago. And he said, it's a zero-sum game, trading. For every loser, there is a winner, but you cannot always be specific about who the winner is. So the question is it important for us? No, it's not, because there is no row and there is no column in the order book where you can type in your name or where you can type in the reason why you want to go, why you want to buy or sell. So, by the way, you will never know who is the other part on the other side of the tie of the order book. So, but a lot of very famous and interesting people used to say it's a zero-sum game. For every loser, there is a winner. So don't think about who is the winner. Don't think about who is the loser. Think about how can you make it sure and how can you make it happen that you are the winner more often than you are the loser. And this is just only one way. Stick to the rules and let it go. This is the reason why trend followers around the world are so successful with their trading. They make an entry based on statistic and the rules, and then they let it go. And they take the profits when it's necessary. They trail the stop when the plan is there, but basically they let it go. That's the quote of the day for this Wednesday. So the general risk warning: trading with stocks and financial assets can expose your capital to substantial risks, possibly even beyond the capital you have invested. Trading is not suitable for everyone. Investment successes as well as profits from the past do not guarantee success in the future. So feel free to ask me whatever is in your mind here on YouTube or maybe here on Trader's Yacht. I'm really happy to answer all your questions if I can. So who is with me this morning? Mihai, good morning. Cayetano, greetings to Portugal. Aurel, wonderful, good morning. Okay, let's see. What do we expect today? It's a kind of important day. Already done is the consumer price index, Australia. The previous one was 2.1. Expectations 8.18, and actually expectations were hit by 1.8. Also, the trimmed mean CPI 1.4, expectations 1.5, and the current is 1.5. So at 2:30, we expect some economy data from USA. We expect the most important appointment today is the monetary policy statement, and 8 o'clock, the Fed interest rate decision. So, you know, actually we are around about 1.75, and the expectations in the market says 1.75, and the expectations today are 2.5, and around about 20-30% says they expect 2.75. So we will see. Is this important for a trend follower, for a trader? Just in this case that you know, it makes no sense to open a trade today in lower time frames or in the indices DAX and Dow, for example, or maybe in US dollar, especially Euro US dollar or gold and silver. So like this. So be patient today and stay on the sideline. Wait until the announcement, wait until the press conference is done, wait until all the algos are working all through the market, and wait to the big players if they interpret, if they made their interpretation, and then you will see where the market is going on. So protecting your account is in the first place in trading. There is nothing more important than protecting your account. Okay, let's come and we start with our DAX 15 minutes. And here you can see where we are. Basically, we are fighting with the fair price zone. So point of control you see has not changed. It's still there, round about here, 13,200. There is still the point of control in 15 minutes. We were a bit in the lower price. We came back, and now we are still circling around the point of low. So what's about trading and trend? Here we change here, and it's really important that if you were patient enough, or if you made an entry here as we talked yesterday in the Forex morning call, then you had a wonderful winner, because finally there was a trend continuation of the main trend. And you see a trend continuation is always more likely than a trend break. So the long position we were talking about yesterday was not happening yesterday, you see. It was not working, so you cannot go long because the price were not hit. Instead, we saw a trend continuation to the lower side. So this morning, the downtrend is still valid. And you know a trend continuation is always more likely than a trend break. But on the right side, the correction is running in its own trend in an facing upwards trend. So what you can do, for example, is to set a pending order on the way up in the awareness that the main trend is facing downwards. So make sure that you protect the money, but on the other side, if there will show up a trend, then follow the trend or make a re-entry. But in the first place, protect your money, okay? Let's come to the higher time frames I'm trading, and we start with DAX 40 4-hourly chart. And here, as you can see, I protect my money too, because I cut the loss. And now we have two trends. So we have the uptrend in its second trend arm. And basically on a normal day, I would set a pending order on the way up. But today is Fed decision, and I don't set a pending order today at such a very important day. I will have a look at the evening, maybe 10 or 10:30, and then I can see how the market is reacting, and then I can set my pending order. I'm still in a very young trend, and if this will happen that we have a trend continuation, which is which I highly doubt on it, because it's 4-hourly chart, yeah, then I can wait for the third trend down. But this is really, I really doubt it. And on the right side of the chart, you also can see, check it out. Here we go. There is a downtrend. Just give me a sec, please. So here we go. So wait until the Fed decision is over, and then we will see which trend will continue. Same procedure we have here in the, it was yesterday evening. So same procedure. There was a small loss because I cut my loss. I made a re-entry here. I can see point of control is quite far away on the upper side, but I could see the price was not working in the first place for me, so I cut the loss. And now I'm waiting for a re-entry. It's the fourth trend arm, kind of difficult. Yeah, so, but wait for it. Wait for it. We can make an entry when the Fed decision is over. This is just a recommendation. You know, what you do is just your business. And but you should make sure that your money is safe. That's in the first place. Bitcoin, check it out. How lovely is this, guys? So the point of control has changed a bit. You see, just a bit here. Here we are right now. We are still circling. And we have here the same situation like in the indices. We have an uptrend in the third trend arm, which means I have a pending order for a possible trend continuation for long. And also, if there will show up a balance candle for the short, then I have to be prepared for the short side also. I think, and I expect a bit of circling around the point of control, because actually Bitcoin is really fair valued in this 4-hourly chart. Thomas, wonderful, good morning. Frank, good morning. Pitya, nice to have you here. Okay, so gold chart. Actually, we are still in a downtrend, 5th trend arm, but actually for me, there is nothing to do. And euro dollar, I cut my loss yesterday and I do nothing. Even I know I have a signal. I'm in a 2nd trend arm. There was no trend continuation yesterday or the days before, but I don't open a trade so close to the Fed decision. I can wait. And the trend is so young, I always can make the trend a 3rd and the 4th trend arm too. So that's the focus charts. Let's come and if you have any questions, feel free to ask. So let's see about my running trades. Actually, Aussie Canadian dollar, still circling around the entry. There's everything fine. And as long as there don't show up a trend candle against me, or I can see prices really falling down, then there is nothing to do. Aussie JPY, as you can see, actually I have 2 trades open because the long still facing upwards. I have to be prepared, and short also. And actually we do nothing for the moment. They're just circling around, nothing to do for the moment. Both trades are protected by a stop loss at the last 0.3, and let's see. Aussie Kiwi, we have about the, here we go, that was the numbers this night, you know, kind of move. And yeah, I have my stop loss in profit. And now I just let it go. I don't know what happens now. I just let it go. I'm in the 5th trend arm, and I will never know how many trend arms will show up. Canadian dollar JPY. So also 2 trades open. Here opening in the 4th trend arm, because it's allowed to open a trade in the 4th trend arm. And also in the 2nd trend arm, I have a short position here. Yeah. So long is protected, not yet, but long is protected right now. And the short is protected by a stop loss at last 0.3 also. So let's see. I have a little bit an eye of this last 0.3 with a question mark. So if the price will hit this, then I will trail the stop and cut the possible loss. Swiss JPY. It looks like that the long trend will continue. And as you can see, I cut yesterday evening the loss of the short, and actually I have a long position open, and this is in profit. I trailed my stop loss into profit, so I protect the money. If the price were going down and get me out, I can make a re-entry. But be careful and pay attention that we are in the still in the 2nd trend arm of this downtrend. And you know, if there will show up a balance candle, I have to set a pending order on the way down. I will never know which trend will continue. I must be prepared. Crude oil. Yeah, still in a 2nd trend arm and still in the main trend facing downwards. You see, it's the 5th trend arm, and here my 2nd one. For the 5th, I cannot open the trade again to short. So actually I'm let's see which trend will continue, long or short. I don't know. Michael, finally, welcome here to the show. Okay, so let's see which trend will continue. Now, Euro JPY. So you see, I'm trading here actually the short. We are in a fourth trend arm, and you can see this. Here we are still in the fourth trend arm. So there I open a position, and when I can see, no, I have a lot of space to down to the 0.2. You see, I trailed my hard stop into the profit, because if the price is going higher, then the correction extends again, because we have a big correction zone right now, and time extended, of course, too. So I can make an re-entry at every time. But first place, protect the trade and protect the money. Euro Kiwi, same procedure. Fourth trend arm, no trend continuation, change of color. I trailed a stop into the profit yesterday evening to protect it, because if I get out, then I have no loss and I have the chance to make a re-entry. Pound Aussie, it's a loss for the moment, still in the second trend arm. And yeah, there was no chance to trail a stop loss into the profit. So let's wait what happens here. Just let it go. Let it go. Stop loss is above the last 0.3. So if we will see higher prices, or if this candle will be finished here as a trend candle here right now, then you can trail the stop here to the last high, and then you cut the loss and just waiting for a re-entry. Pound JPY. Yeah. Third trend arm, second trend arm in short, the correction. So I cut the loss, and I'm still in the third trend arm, which means I have to set a pending order on the way up. So in case that the long trend will continue, I have to be prepared. But if the price turns around and there will show up a balance candle, then I have to set my pending order short again, but because the trend is still valid. You will never know which trend will continue. Stick to the rules. It's the most important point. Kiwi JPY. Actually, there is my short position open. There's a short trend. And by the way, if you see this, the long trend is still valid. So in case that we will see higher prices and the long trend will continue, then I have to set a pending order. I set a pending order on the way up. Yeah. So that's my running trades for the moment. And kind of difficult times, actually, really. I guess all around the world, people fighting with the current life and circumstances. In Africa, we have a lot of hunger because I guess the stupid fight in Ukraine, Mr. Putin stops the deliveries of wheat, for example, so people must suffer and starving in Africa, for example. In Europe, all of us are really afraid about the energy prices. All of us are really afraid about, do we have to freeze in winter? Do we have no gas anymore? So all of us, we are affected about the war in Ukraine. And you can see this a bit in the market. And if you check my account, for example, and you see I'm really under pressure and I really am lost for the moment, but we have really rough times in trading also. Therefore, in such times, we suffer together, believe me. And I'm the official face of DowHow Trading, and I'm here the face of the Forex morning call. And of course, I'm absolutely with you on the same page. If you say, come on, this is my teacher, and hey, he's lost with the account. Yes, but guys, this is a part of the game. And if you check big hedge funds, if you check big traders around the world since the last decades, all of those traders has had years with big losses. Especially one of the famous trend followers, the turtle traders, they had partially drawdowns of 70%, 70%. But at the end, they were the most famous trader at all time in all history about trend following. So if you are not strong enough, then stop trading and do something else. If you want to learn, then learn it in these difficult times. Nothing is more important these times than sticking to the rules and following your plan. What's on my watch list? Let's go. And yeah, I'm still waiting that coffee turns around again. Then Aussie Swiss, you see in and out, but we have to protect the money. So actually we are still in the short because there is no break of the short. So we must be prepared for a possible short. So therefore set a pending order on the way down. And the long, guys, is also still valid, but the price was not working for the moment. So if they will see a turnaround, like a balance candle, then set a pending order on the way up. And for the way down, I'm prepared for a stop sell. Canadian Swiss, the long trend is done. And as you can see here, we are still in a short in the second trend arm. So I have my next stop sell order on the way down. Euro Swiss, finally, check it out. Trend continuation. Look, 9 trend arms, 9. So you see where you're part of it. Most of us, we were not. Why? We don't trust the system. Yeah, we don't trust the system. Look at this, 9 trend arms. So we are complaining about these losses, but we were not a part of the big runners. Why not? This is a question you have to ask yourself. Euro British pound. Also, you see, we are working on a trend continuation. Yeah, actually, there is nothing to do. Pound dollar. Basically, I would open a trade here, but Fed decision today is highly affected in British pound dollar. So I just wait. I can make an entry anytime. Kiwi Cats, second trend arm, just waiting for a re-entry. If there will show up a balance candle for a better price, then I can trail my entry closer. Dollar JPY, oh, there show up a new uptrend, but also the downtrend. You should be prepared. Kiwi Swiss, 5th trend arm and 7 short. Actually, there is nothing more to do. We can close it from the list. New Zealand dollar, I have a pending order on the way up. And finally, dollar Canadian dollar. Yeah, you should set a pending order again for a possible short. Yeah. Okay, guys, I'm just in time today, so I don't waste your time too much. Let's see about DAX 15. Okay, actually, there's nothing to do. So if you have any questions or if you want to learn trend following and a stable system with fixed rules, then grab the online course. You will find it on my homepage all the time, or you can get in touch with me directly by sending a notification. Yeah, but there is nothing for free. There's always cost something, and you should invest if you want. You should invest in your own education. I want to say thank you again, guys, for your attention. Now I wish you a lovely day, It's me, Marcus from DowHow Trading. All links below the video right now. I wish you a lovely day. Have courage and be kind. And may the force of the logic be with you. See ya tomorrow.